May 5, 1945. Okinawa. Hacksaw Ridge. A 26-year-old medic kneels at a 400-foot cliff edge. The entire American assault has collapsed. Everyone's retreating, except Desmond Doss. He loops a rope sling around another wounded soldier, his hands covered in blood, not the enemy's, his brother's. He lowers the man down, hand over hand, 400 feet, in darkness, under fire. The rope goes slack. He pulls it back up. Dear God, let me get just one more. Another soldier, same prayer, same rope. He's been doing this for 12 hours, alone. 75 men, one by one, lowered to safety while everyone else evacuated. The entire battalion retreated. Every officer, every soldier, everyone armed, except Desmond Doss, the medic who refused to carry a weapon, the man his platoon called Coward. Conscientious Objector. He pulls up the rope, finds another wounded man. Dear God, just one more. This is that story. How the man they mocked became the only conscientious objector to receive the Medal of Honor. How one night, one rope, one prayer, saved 75 lives without firing a shot. April 29, 1945, Battle of Okinawa. Last stepping stone before mainland Japan. Hacksaw Ridge is a 400-foot cliff. The Japanese hold the top. The Americans need it. The 77th Infantry climbs cargo nets to reach the top. Exposed, vulnerable. The Japanese wait until they're committed, then open fire. Machine guns from caves, mortars pre-ranged, artillery from reverse slopes. It's a killing field designed for this cliff. The Americans reach the top. Japanese counterattack, grenades, bayonets. Men fall everywhere, wounded, dying, calling for medics. The assault fails. The order comes, retreat, now. Americans scramble to the cliff edge, rappel down, officers first, then soldiers. Everyone evacuates, except the wounded, too injured to climb. 75 men scattered across Hacksaw Ridge, some conscious, most not, all abandoned. Standard doctrine: when assault fails, you retreat, you don't stay. But Desmond Doss isn't standard. While everyone climbs to safety, Doss moves toward the wounded. His sergeant grabs his arm. Doss, we're pulling out. Doss looks at the wounded. I'll be staying, Sergeant. 75 wounded, one unarmed medic, 400 feet of cliff, Japanese 200 yards away. No weapon, no backup, no extraction plan. Just a rope, a prayer, an absolute refusal to leave wounded men behind. 3 years earlier, 1942, Desmond Doss enlists, Seventh-day Adventist, conviction against killing. He wants to serve, just not with a weapon. Private Doss, where is your rifle? I don't carry weapons, Sergeant. The soldiers think he's insane. Coward. They beat him, steal his Bible. Conscientious coward. Officers try to discharge him. Psychological unfitness. Doss won't break. I can serve without killing. The soldiers make a pact. If Doss reaches combat, they won't protect him, but they don't understand. When young, his father held his uncle at gunpoint, nearly killed him. Desmond stopped it. I will never touch a gun. Sixth commandment: absolute. While others train with rifles, Doss trains with medical equipment, tourniquets, plasma, how to stop arterial bleeding in 30 seconds. He runs with 40 pounds of supplies, learns to move fast, work under fire. Other medics carry sidearms. Doss refuses. If I carry a weapon, I might use it. Officers think he's a liability. They don't know he's been preparing his entire life, not to fight, to save lives while everyone else fights. Proving his stupid no-gun rule isn't weakness. It's strength they can't comprehend. Yet. The thing nobody notices: Doss is obsessed with rope work. Every night while others clean rifles, Doss practices knots. Bowline, clove hitch, prusik, rescue knots that won't slip. The soldiers mock him. Planning to become a Boy Scout? He doesn't explain, just practices. His father was a carpenter, taught him rope techniques for construction, how to lower heavy loads, create mechanical advantage. When lowering a 500-pound beam, the knot doesn't get a second chance. Combat medics need 3 skills: medical knowledge, endurance, extraction ability. Doss masters all 3, but extraction, that's his specialty. During training, when scenarios call for difficult terrain evacuation, Doss volunteers. Cliffs, ravines, bombed buildings. He creates improvised rescue rigs when everyone says impossible. His instructors notice. Exceptional aptitude for technical rescue, but they think he's useless in combat. He organizes his bag by touch, can find any item in darkness, every spare moment, preparing, practicing knots, memorizing procedures. He fills notebooks with rope systems, rescue scenarios. The other medics think he's paranoid. They carry standard kits. Doss carries extra rope, carabiners, webbing. 3 years, thousands of knots, hundreds of hours, all building toward one night, one cliff, 75 lives, when his rope obsession becomes the difference between rescue and death. May 5, 1945, 1820 hours. The last American rappels down, except Desmond Doss, 75 wounded across 300 yards. Japanese 200 yards away. Stretchers won't work on a 400-foot cliff. Suicide. Doss has a different plan. 3 years of practice. He finds a sturdy tree, tests it, wraps rope, double wrap, tests with his weight. First wounded. Rodriguez. Gunshot wounds. Shock. Everyone's gone. I'm getting you out. Doss creates a specialized harness. Won't slip, won't crush ribs. A knot he invented. 47 attempts to perfect. He lowers him, hand over hand. 400 feet. Rope burns through palms. 1 down. 74 to go. Dear God, let me get just one more. Darkness complete. Japanese probing. Doss moves in darkness. No light. Finds wounded by moans. Second. Third. Fourth. Japanese flares light the ridge. Doss freezes, exposed. They're looking for hundreds. One medic doesn't match. Darkness returns. Doss works. Hands destroyed. Rope burns. Bleeding. He wraps them. Continues. Hour 8. Wounded Japanese soldier. He treats him. Lowers him down. Wounded is wounded. Dawn breaks. Japanese preparing. Final soldier. Clark. Barely alive. Last strength. Ties sling. Lowers him. Hands barely work. 75 soldiers. One night. One rope. One prayer 75 times. Ties rope to himself. Slides down. Ridge empty. Every wounded soldier saved. More lives in one night than most save in wars. Without firing a shot. May 6, 1945. 06:30 hours. Field hospital. 75 wounded. All alive. Evacuated from a death trap. Officers trying to understand. 75 men. One medic. 12 hours. Alone. They think it's a reporting error, but the wounded tell the same story. Doss dragged me to the cliff, lowered me down. I was sure I'd die. Then, I've got you. It was Doss. Rodriguez. Special rope harness. Lowered me 400 feet in darkness. Perfect. Didn't slip. Officers examined Doss's hands. Destroyed. Rope burns. 75 cycles. Should have stopped after a dozen. Doss hasn't woken. Complete collapse. But he's alive. And so are 75 men. The soldiers who mocked him visit. They don't know what to say. Thompson, who beat Doss. I told him he'd get us killed. He looks at his bandaged leg. He carried me 200 yards. Under fire. I woke up alive. 75 men. 12 hours. 6 minutes per rescue. Finding them. Treating. Dragging, rigging, lowering 400 feet, pulling rope. 6 minutes is impossible, unless you never stop, which is exactly what Doss did, 3 days later. Did they make it? All 75 survived, because of you. Only 75? I thought there were more. He thinks he missed someone. You saved every wounded man on that ridge, every one. 75 answers to, Dear God, let me get just one more. October 12, 1945. White House. President Truman presents the Medal of Honor. Doss is the first conscientious objector to receive it. Truman looks at Doss's scarred hands. Your proof courage has nothing to do with weapons. In the audience, 75 men. They salute, not protocol. They don't care. Doss is uncomfortable. Didn't save them for medals. Leaving wounded was never an option. After the war, Doss returns to Virginia. carpenter, family, medal in a drawer. But the 75 never forget. Letters, decades. I have grandchildren, because of you. 2016. Hacksaw Ridge tells his story. Millions learn. Strength isn't always violence. Conviction isn't cowardice. One person can change everything. The military academy uses Doss as a case study. They tried to discharge him, now teach his methods. Combat medics learn his rope techniques, the specialized harness, still saving lives. 70 years later. Desmond Doss died March 23, 2006. Age 87, Medal of Honor. Conscientious Objector, medic. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. He risked it. 75 times. At Hacksaw Ridge, Private Desmond Doss, 75 lives saved, May 5, 1945. They mocked his stupid no-gun rule. When everyone retreated, Doss stayed. When everyone said impossible, "Dear God, let me get just one more." God answered, 75 times. Because sometimes the greatest weapon isn't a gun. It's conviction, courage, the refusal to leave anyone behind.